Animals, come here, bits. Hi everyone, it's Lindsay, and it's year 2, week 1 of my weight loss diary. This week I'm going to try and reduce 156.2 by weighing it on video. So this was kind of unplanned, but apparently it's OCD Awareness week. Well, last week was, or depending on the source, it's OCD Awareness month. So I wasn't sure if I was going to post this video after shooting it, but I decided I'm going to go ahead and post it because maybe someone can relate to it. Maybe it's beneficial to someone. Or maybe it's just long rambling and it bores you and then you just click away. But that's okay. What do you think about that, Bibs? It's Saturday morning. I'm on vacation this week. I should be relaxed, right? Let me tell you something about myself. I can make anything terrible. Any change in my routine, any type of stillness, fills me with anxiety. Bibby's here to drive me insane. So I'm feeling quite insane right now, and the way to deal with that is to exercise. It's probably the main reason why I exercise. It's not so much to lose weight. It's so I can stay sane, because my brain just wants to ruminate over everything that could go wrong. I struggle with obsessive compulsive disorder. That does not mean that I'm organized. That does not mean that I am clean or I need things a certain way. It can mean that for some people, but that's not OCD. To sum it up, it's whenever you have a problem with uncertainty to the degree that you will perform compulsions to try to get certainty. So you might have a looping of obsessions that you ruminate about for weeks or months, trying to get certainty, and it will dominate your life. That's when it becomes disordered. It's a thing that people do normally, but it becomes disordered to the degree that it affects your life. So it's kind of normal behaviors that people do, but whenever you're doing it and it's getting in the way of other things, that's when it's a disorder. I try to manage mine without medication, and I go through bouts where I'm doing quite well, and then I go through periods where I'm not doing quite so well. And I think because I'm on vacation and it's a change in routine, it's kind of messing me up to where I just have this anxiety that something's gonna go wrong and then I'm gonna go totally insane. And I never go insane, it just always feels like I'm gonna go insane. So the way I'm gonna deal with that is I'm going to make sure and go get some exercise, because that is the best possible thing to do whenever you feel anxious, is to move your body and preferably get your heart rate up. Oh great, Bibby's here to smash into my face. So anyway, just being aware that this is what's going on and trying to not identify with my crazy thoughts right now is just really how I need to deal with this. So I'm gonna go and either skate or jog and try and get my heart rate up with Jeff after he's done with his class so that I can stay sane. If I sit still too much, sometimes people think, let me give you an example. A couple of years ago, Jeff and I went to Mexico for our 5-year anniversary, and we were at the beach. It was beautiful, like perfect weather, beautiful scenery. Probably sounds like the most relaxing thing ever. To me, it's pressure to relax. If I don't have things to do, I start to feel like, why don't I feel better? Why don't I feel relaxed? And then I have anxiety because I can't relax. And I kind of made that vacation the most terrible vacation I've ever had. And I don't know, I know it sounds crazy because some people can just sit there on the beach and read a book. I can't do that. I can't. And I think the best part of it, like the thing that I did to help try and turn it around, which didn't happen till the end of the week, is we went into the gym that was at the resort we were at, and I ran a mile. And that kind of helped, get the anxiety out of me. But just being in an unfamiliar place, just being stuck with my thoughts and not enough distractions, it was overall a really, really bad experience. So I think whenever I get on vacations like this, I'm used to being busy all the time, and now I'm suddenly in charge of what I need to do with my time, and I feel like I should be happy and having fun all the time, and then there's this pressure to feel that way, and then I end up feeling the opposite because I get anxiety about it. And I will constantly think about why am I not happy, and I will ruminate over that quite a bit, and sometimes my natural inclination is to Google symptoms about that and how to be happy, and it just makes it worse to focus on it. So what you have to do is just pretend like everything's fine and try and ignore all these thoughts that are trying to make you pay attention to them. And you have to act like, I don't know, it's weird. It's called acceptance commitment therapy, but you have to act like everything's fine, even though it's not, and try and live your life according to your values. You have to just try to realize they're just thoughts and accept them, but don't pay attention to them, because the more you pay attention to them, the more they're going to come up and feel like they're important. I don't always like to talk about having OCD. Like, I usually just tell people I have anxiety because so many people think the OCD is just being clean, because I hear it at least once a week. I'm not even kidding you, because people like to use it to talk about how they like things a certain way or like things clean, and it kind of drives me insane when people do that, because it's really robbed a lot of my life from me, and it's the single most thing that I wish I could just completely eliminate from my life. I do have it managed a lot of times, so I feel like a lot of people just don't understand it. And that's why I don't always like to talk about it. But I guess, this is a weight loss channel, but I did want to talk about it a little bit because it affects my weight loss. Because whenever I'm feeling this way or feeling bad, and I think a lot of us go through this, and you start emotional eating, or you might do that to cope with it. And I just try to be aware of that when my emotions get high like that, or get all messed up, that I do want to eat. But the absolute best thing to do is to move. It's to go move. It's to go get your heart rate up. And so soon I'm going to go do that. And just even talking about this, I feel better. Because earlier, like just even an hour ago, I felt like I was going to have a panic attack, start crying. It's important to just remember that all feelings are temporary. We all have afflictions. We all have different things in our life that hold us back, but you can't give up. So maybe I'll share this. Maybe I'll chicken out. I guess we'll see if it shows up on the video. But I just wanted to keep it real and share what's going on right now. Thanks for listening. I feel better just talking about it. And, maybe people will think I'm crazy, but whatever. Aren't we all a little crazy? Oh my goodness. Look at this little ham. What are you doing down there, Bibbs? Oh, I was just looking, and this time of this video is pretty long, so if you hang in for this one, we'll see. Alright, I'm out here. I'm skating, and Jeff's running. Feeling a bit better, but it's so cold, it's 40 degrees out, and I found a good use for this face mask. It's definitely helping keep me warm. I'm glad I did this because I was planning on doing a half marathon on skates later in the week with Jeff while he ran, and I don't know if I can handle the cold. One thing that happens when you lose weight, you are cold all the time. At least that's what happened to me. Like, significant difference from when I was 190 down to the 150s. So but I'm out here moving. Maybe I'll find some warmer clothes. I did also figure out that last week was OCD Awareness Week. So maybe it's appropriate I do share the video. I feel like maybe I didn't explain it well enough, but I don't want to go into too much detail about exactly everything because it feels too personal. So anyway, I'm going to post the video. That's what I decided. And here's to better health all around by staying active. Here comes Jeff. We're just doing 3 miles today. He's taking it easy because he wants to get his best time for a half marathon in a couple of days. And that's my story. So I started the week at 156.2 and I ended the week at 156.2. I'm pretty happy with that result. It was the week of my period. I'm just at the tail end of it, and I made a very conscious effort not to give in to cravings, and I did pretty good. I did eat Bosco's once, and I ate like a Little Debbie cake once, but I stuck within my calorie range and have maintained my weight for this week. I'm still not back down to my lowest, which I think was 154.4, but 156.2 is not too high. So I'm going to just keep up with my food prep and continue on the path. I'm on vacation this week. I get to go visit my friend. Jeff's on vacation with me. It's more of a staycation, and I think because of that it'll be easier to avoid some temptations because I'll just be at home most of the time. And I intend to work out quite a bit while I am on vacation. I'm feeling much better today than yesterday morning. In fact, I was able to turn yesterday around. But sometimes the mind teeter-totters back and forth throughout the day. And that's all I have for this week. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.